Okay, let's dive into a wild story today. It's got everything, greed, power, and a donkey that's way smarter than its owner. We're gonna unpack this classic tale about a major, and I mean major, change of heart.
So picture this. You've got King Balak of Moab. He's looking out over his kingdom, and on his border is this massive, unstoppable nation, Israel. They've been rolling through the region, winning every battle, and frankly, Balak is terrified. He knows his army doesn't stand a chance, and he is just gripped by this existential dread.
And then you have Balaam. This guy's a renowned prophet. We're talking big time. It's said that whoever he blesses is blessed, and whoever he curses is cursed. His words literally have the power to shape destinies. But, even a man with that kind of power has his weaknesses.
So King Balak's crippling fear and Balaam's powerful reputation are about to smash right into each other. What follows is a journey that's going to test both of them in ways they could never see coming, leading to a huge transformation that reveals what real power is all about.
Balak figures, hey, if I can't beat them with swords, maybe I can beat them with words. He decides to wage a spiritual war. His plan is simple: hire the best prophet money can buy to curse his enemies out of existence.
So the king gets his men to load up a caravan with treasure. We're talking chests overflowing with silver and gold. He sends his top officials on this super high-stakes mission to find Balaam and make him an offer he can't refuse. The goal? Buy a curse to save Moab. All right, so now the ball is in Balaam's court, and he's got a choice to make. Is he going to stay loyal to his God, or is he going to cash in on this incredible offer? It's a real test of his character, and believe me, the pressure is about to ramp up.
So, the first offer comes in, and it's pretty tempting. But God is crystal clear. Do not go. So Balaam turns them down. But King Balak, he's not the kind of guy who takes no for an answer. He doubles down. He sends more officials, even higher-ranking ones, with a message that's basically a blank check. Just tell us your price. Anything.
Now listen to what Balaam says. He puts on this big show of piety. He sounds so firm, right? Like a man of unshakable integrity, putting his loyalty to God above all that glittering treasure. On the surface, he seems totally solid.
But here's the catch. His actions tell a different story. See, instead of just sending the messengers packing, he tells them to wait, so he can ask God. Again, that's the crack right there. He's looking for a loophole, He wants to find a way to get that gold and stay on God's good side.
So God reluctantly gives him permission to go, but there's a serious warning attached. Balaam saddles up his donkey, probably already thinking about how he's going to spend that reward money. But this is not going to be a simple trip. Nope, a divine messenger is waiting for him, and his donkey is about to see it long before he does.
3 separate times the poor donkey swerves off the path, trying to save Balaam from a danger he can't even see. And what does he get for it? 3 times. Balaam, totally blinded by his own greed and frustration, just beats the animal with his staff. And then something absolutely mind-blowing happens. The donkey speaks. Its voice just cuts right through Balaam's anger. It asks, "What did I ever do to you? Have I ever done this before?" And in that one moment, Balaam's whole world just starts to fall apart.
As those words are hanging in the air, suddenly, boom, Balaam's eyes are opened. He finally sees what his donkey saw the whole time, a terrifying angel of the Lord standing right in his path, with a sword drawn, ready to strike him down. He is terrified and just collapses to the ground.
This is it. This is his moment of reckoning. The angel tells him, "Your path is reckless," and reveals that the donkey, the very animal he was beating, had just saved his life. And that just shatters his pride. His greed is exposed for the foolishness it is, and it's replaced by a very real, very humbling fear. His entire mission has just been flipped on its head.
So a completely changed Balaam finally arrives in Moab. King Balak is there, all excited, rubbing his hands together, ready to hear some top-tier curses. Well, he is about to be sorely disappointed, because the man he hired is no longer for sale.
Balak has no idea what happened on the road. So he takes Balaam to one spot, they build altars, make sacrifices, and out comes a blessing for Israel. So Balak tries again, from a different vantage point. Same result, another blessing. On the third, desperate try, the most powerful blessing of all comes pouring out of Balaam's mouth. It's a total disaster for the king.
Oh man, you can just imagine the steam coming out of King Balak's ears. His genius plan, this expensive, elaborate scheme to use spiritual warfare, isn't just failing, it's actively strengthening the very people he wanted to destroy. This has backfired in the most spectacular way possible. And this is where the contrast between these two men becomes so clear. Balaam goes through this incredible change. His greed turns into obedience, he can finally see God's will, and he becomes a vessel for blessings. But Balak? He's stuck. His fear just curdles into rage, and he stays totally blinded by his lust for power and control.
So, the story is speeding toward its end now. It all comes down to one last bitter confrontation and a stunning final prophecy that proves just how completely Balaam has been transformed.
With his whole plan in ashes, a furious Balak just dismisses Balaam. And his parting shot is, "The Lord has kept you from my rewards." These bitter words just show he still doesn't get it. He thinks the biggest prize in the world is a pile of gold, completely missing the awesome divine power he just witnessed. But before Balaam leaves, he has one last message to deliver. And he's not a prophet for hire anymore, he's a genuine mouthpiece for God. He looks far into the future and prophesies about a star and a scepter that will rise from Israel. It's his final, undeniable proof that he doesn't serve kings or cash anymore. He serves a much higher authority.
So this ancient story leaves us with a really powerful question, doesn't it? It's all about that clash between our own ambitions and a will that's much bigger than ours. It makes you ask, what happens when our own plans, our own desperate desires for control, run up against a power that you just can't buy or bend or break? It's a story that asks where true power really comes from.